So we've been speaking bearishness over the last couple of shows, and as you can see, we're starting to see a fast momentum move to the downside. Big problem today is we're losing $63,000, which now opens us up to a fast acceleration to the downside. Now we're going to start looking at new lows. We've got the 58,000 low, and we have $40,000. Two big ones I want to speak around in the show. Then I want to speak around altcoins looking to catch up. Alts are on support right now. So they're actually holding decently. Oh, here we go. They're starting to lose them. Altcoins starting to lose support, which means alts are about to accelerate now. So things like Solana and ETH, very likely to see a fast capitulation come into play. We have gold, we have S&P, we have silver. Many things are pulling back right now. So lots to speak around. I'm Sheldon. Welcome to Sniper Trading. Let's jump into it. Okay, just before I do bring up the charts, guys, I see this as opportunity. I want to remind you again that for me, I started in a run where the market was down 80% and I got to ride the entire wave up, and it did really change my life. So as much as this is scary, I think it's a great opportunity to be a part of, right? And if we can be loading up on these capitulation events and these strong pushes down, specifically looking for the bottom areas. If you look at timing wise, we're getting to an area over the next couple of weeks, very likely to find a bottom range to restart the cycle. Right? And I think there's huge opportunities. So this is where locking in is super important. And as much as this is a little bit scary, it's also quite exciting, right? So that's where the mindset is right now. So let's jump in. We are losing this support, which is 63,000, which means now that 63,500 is resistance. So there are some temporary short-term little bounces we can see. There's a couple of Fibonacci's here. We've got 618 here at 62,200. And we have at 61,000, we have the 786 fib, which means that if we see a bounce, but I'm not seeing a bounce in recovery, okay, I'm seeing a bounce into resistance and then a continuation to the downside over here. Okay, if we come a little bit lower down, there can be a bounce like this and a move down. But right now, the plan is basically prepare for this move over here. Now, again, a couple of weeks back, I did put in my limit orders. They are still in. Okay, sitting at 58,200 and 58,500. So I got two plays here. The first play is if we zoom out here, just to show you guys again, we have not tested the weekly Fibonacci 618. Okay, we came close, okay, but we did not hit it. And fibs tend to be quite accurate with them being hit. So if we look at this over here, that is where it's sitting at the low 58,000s. So my first play is I'm going long over there and I'm putting a stop loss around 57,000. Okay, that's the first play. If we lose that and we see a weekly close below that, right, below 57, 56,000, we start preparing for the next level. And the next level is this $40,000 to $42,000 zone. Now, again, what would probably happen is if we do lose that level, we'll sit there for a little while. So just to show you guys here, if we make our way down and we come down and we sit here, I think there's going to be warning signs that we're going down to 40,000. Okay, but at the same point, there is still weekly divergence, bullish divergence. Now, what you just saw play out over the last couple of days was bearish divergence, right? Where the RSI is going opposite towards the price action. Therefore, telling us that a strong reaction is going to happen when it happens, okay? Because it's kind of fake, well, what you're seeing versus what's going to come, okay? So again, there's weekly bullish divergence in play here, which for me comes down to the point of, okay, so we come down here, we're still waiting for volume to hit the market, but it's very likely the reaction is going to be big when we get there. We have not seen buying pressure yet. We haven't seen a volume spike yet. So acceleration down into a hot zone, right, it'll be pretty clear to see that volume came into the market. Now, a couple of charts again to pay attention to is the USDT dominance. Right, if you look at the USDT dominance, it's still making this uprising wedge. And that we've broken trend, just confirming the bearishness right now. But it's also telling us, don't be surprised for a slightly higher high, which again is a lower low for the market. This is people getting into the USDT, out of tokens into the dollar, okay? And then a full push down. So this is backing to say that, don't be surprised that we see a slight lower low in the market, okay? And then, because what does that do? That traps everyone. Everyone thinks $40,000, right? And that can be a really good play. Plus that weekly divergence is also just there to say, hey, we can see a strong reaction at any point, specifically on that slightly lower low. Now, anything above here, right, that will be quite bearish for the market. So right now, plan A is here. Plan B is above that area over there. Okay, so going back to the chart here, just to show you guys, this is my play. And this is also the kind of timing that I'm seeing. Right, so if we look at this is moving a little bit faster. So let's move this over here. Is that we should see a little temporary push up over a day or so, day, 2 days, 3 days, and then a fast acceleration down to the zone. Right? Then a buy up to these zones. Now, again, as the market is coming down, liquidity is forming at the top. And as you can see here, not much liquidity on the downside, but we're starting to form here at 67, 68,000. And this is a little bit more in the higher time frame as well. So that means the shorters are making money, more people are starting to short and get bearish, right? And I'm expecting a lot of yellow to be forming here as we have these couple of days of chop to the downside. Okay, so again, plan A is these areas. Here's my limit orders. This is where I'm going to be setting my stop losses at 57,000. Okay, and plan B is we consolidate below, start preparing for 40,000. Now, if we look at altcoins are very likely to start joining the party now. They've been holding pretty decent, okay, but now we're losing trend, which means very likely your Ethereum is getting ready to accelerate. There's Ethereum losing the trend. So for me, same thing with ETH. ETH and SOL are very likely to break new lows, right? Basically move new lows with Bitcoin. A couple of other coins I don't think will, right? I don't think that a Zcash is going to make a new low, right? I think there's areas of us going back down to the low 300s, but I don't see a new low, right? Near protocol. And this is still looking pretty strong, okay? I do see possibility of 1.8, right, to the 1.6. Okay, but I don't see major new lows for Near. Near is one of the tokens I'm really paying attention on buying some long-term. I'm buying some injective long-term. I'm buying Solana long-term. Let's jump into Solana. Right. Here is still my plays. Now, Sol is actually still got a little bit of strength. It actually still has some support here. So a temporary bounce could be something like this. But the moment it loses the support, we're seeing acceleration down. And the hot zone for me is still sitting between $55 and $60. That's where I'm paying attention. Again, plan B is down there. So what does that mean? That means that for me, I'm taking a long on the next push down, Bitcoin around 58,000, I'm putting a stop loss in. If I get stopped, I start preparing for 40,000. Right, so it means any important money that I'm putting into the markets, some of it's long-term. I'm just happy with buying Bitcoin at that level for the long term. I'm happy with buying Solana here. I don't care about the extra 5, 10%, right? We want to get into the habit of buying pullbacks, but I don't want to get it perfect. But important capital to me, I'm putting stop losses in, right? In case plan B comes into play. So again, there's the opportunities over there. Now, a couple of things to pay attention to that's obviously adding to this. S&P started a pullback. Actually, a little bit of a bounce we've seen over the last couple of hours. Okay, but a first strong rejection straight into this trend over here. This could definitely continue its trickle down. And when this gets to support and Bitcoin's at support, that's when I turn quite bullish. Right now, we're still quite far. There is a higher low opportunity possibility. Maybe we want to do something like this. Okay, but we are starting to get some warning signs, specifically on the futures, right, that we're on the verge of losing an important trend. So to show you guys this over here, I've been tracking this. Here's the trend. We start losing this. Hey, we're looking up to a 3 to 5% move down. Okay, gold is starting to lose. Gold last trend, moving to the downside. For me, gold's looking at easily a push down to the low 4,000s. Okay, there is support in this zone, and if we lose that, again, I got 3,600. So we'll see over the next couple of days. We'll keep the shows going. And again, like I said, I'll keep it going over the weekend as well. Oh, the dollar breaking out. So this was the warning sign as well. So things overall are just not looking good everywhere. However, crypto is slightly ahead of the rest. All right, so crypto has already had a lot of downside. And for me, we're going to get to a point of capitulation. And we are going to get to a point of a, now let's figure on it. Drop, bounce, sideways, break to the upside. That first drop is usually the lowest point. And that's why I think it's opportunities to accumulate. I expect a bounce. I expect a little bit of sideways, probably in the areas of the next 4 to 8 weeks where we start seeing some strength back into the market. Guys, thank you for watching. Smash up the like. Comment below what you want to see in tomorrow's stream. What charts do you want to see? Remember here, I do quick shows. On Banter, I do a lot of altcoin shows. If you want altcoin stuff, it's all over there. Lots of love, guys. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there. Strong mindset. Let's go.